Hi guys, hope you're well. You can hear me and everything is fine. Let's see. Okay, all right. Sorry for I'm a little bit late today, a few minutes. So, wow, it's crazy. It's the time, what is it, is it the summer hour? I forgot what it's called. The whole thing where you have to readjust the clock. So it's a little bit lighter than usual. At this time, it's usually a little bit darker. Spring ahead, so it's nice, but it's just I'm adjusting the lighting a little bit. So oh my god, hi you guys. So wow, it's funny, I feel like we're getting closer to obviously there's a lot of topics to cover, but I feel much more like I don't feel like I'm behind like before. Like I felt like I was really behind. Okay, yeah, daylight savings time, that's what it is, Donna. Okay, so it's a nice feeling. Okay, and what was I gonna say, guys? So today this is a smaller group, as you know. So it's the day when you get to ask if you have specific questions. We can ask them. So I just want to bring up a few of the questions that came up. So Cynthia Allen had two questions. She had one question about Obama. What happens and what's going on with Obama, and then that generally she didn't specify, but I'm thinking it would be interesting to do a timeline for Obama, because if it's indeed true that he could come back, right, then it would probably show something about his reading would pop up. Okay, so that's one question. Another question is let me just go back here, guys, is about, hold on, let me just make sure I have the correct phrasing of this question. Okay. Oh, and Donna wanted to know about the parade, the military parade. She said her mom asks her, is it going to happen? The military parade for Trump. So I thought that was interesting, because I told her, she's like, oh, but I told her, even if it's not, it may seem quote unquote like maybe not as super urgent, but I think it will tell us, because she said it's November, right, Donna? I believe it's November. So this whole parade story, okay, so if it is in November, then we will know, it will tell us, right, if he'll be around or not, or something like that. So that'll be interesting. So will Trump get his parade, the military parade he wants, okay? And then here, and then what was the other question? It was kind of like a difficult, okay. Brenda Kaup has a question. I'm curious whether we will survive as a country. I'm not generally a pessimist, but it seems that no matter what occurs, Trump continues to press on with his agenda. What changes can we Americans expect in the government in the aftermath of Trump? That was a good question. Okay, so I thought it's kind of like it's kind of like a tough question. But what changes can we expect in the government? And we looked into how the government transitions, but not in the government itself. So it would be just an interesting question. What can we expect in the aftermath of for the government? Okay, so that was an interesting question, I thought also. And then I brought up the questions. I don't know if today is the day to do this question, guys. The question about what is it called? Wall Street and the economy, because it can be a little stressful. Okay, what happens to Wall Street and to the economy immediately after he leaves? Okay, so that's an interesting question. And then the other thing was like the tariffs, and if it's gonna, will it happen? Will these tariffs come through? And then I think that's the core of it, guys. Do you have any other questions that you would like to bring up that I haven't talked about? Okay, because this is the time. Okay, because I think somebody mentioned in a message, said that she likes that we talk at the beginning, and then I kind of like talk much less, interact much less when I start doing the readings, because then it goes faster. Okay. Oh, that's right. That was an interesting question. And Cynthia, who leaked the Trump Putin? Was it a memo or like a letter? I think it was a letter, right? He was a letter, because I think memo implies a the letter that Trump wrote to Putin, right? That one, because there's, okay. Oh, this is another question. Let's write this down, guys, because Marilyn asked an important. It's funny, I thought of him yesterday, and maybe somebody had brought him up. Jeff Sessions. If Jeff Sessions is being right now supportive of Rosenstein, what happens when? I mean, because I'm sure Sessions is implicated. Will he? Because guys, he's doing so much damage at the Department of Justice. I wonder. No, that's something else, Gwendolyn. That's something else. Okay, the guy was like a different. That was Russian. The letter I saw was written in Russian. The first one that I talked about. This one is the letter that Trump sent to Putin. So anyway, so let me ask here. Okay, let me write it down because this is interesting. Okay, so what happens? Let's say what happens to Jeff Sessions in general, like in March, right? In March, and as a result of the Mueller investigation. Does he remain as Attorney General? Because I feel like he should go. Okay, he's a terrible person. Does he remain as Attorney General? Okay, that's a very big question. Okay, so all right, so then we have here who, and I think sometimes, guys, because the who question is very difficult to describe from the cards, even sometimes if I close my eyes. But now, I guess now that I close my eyes, it's been a little easier. But still, I think it would be interesting to ask how. Okay, how and who, because maybe we don't know how, but we know who, right? So it's either how or who. Okay, who leaked? Let's say not leaked, because that wasn't necessarily a leak, that just gave to Mueller. So it's possible that whoever gave it didn't have a choice. I'm assuming, okay, because that kind of thing, somebody having that ownership of something like that, obviously not many people would have had it. So it was probably somebody close to Trump. Okay, so how did Mueller get the letter Trump sent to Putin? Who gave it to Mueller? Okay, that's a question. And then Obama, next 3 to 6 months. Okay, yeah, exactly. Oh, and that's Cynthia added Rhona Graff. That was a Rhona Graff, because it's true. It's probably, I thought it could be her. Yeah, Rhona Graff. Let's say her in March, and then what happens to her already in the March, and Mueller investigation, and then yes, he would scan documents and send them. Yes, exactly. And this Marilyn is saying, because I feel like I watched some news show. Oh, the second essay, Cynthia, I think this question is a little bit less interesting, but I'll bring it up. It's the question of what's in the second dossier, because I think it's only relevant if it can be proven, because whatever it's written in the dossier is not particularly relevant unless there's proof. You know what I mean? Because I think like Mueller needs all the information he can get, but as long as there's like actual evidence that can be provided along, I'm sure he probably has. If it's true, then okay. So Cynthia Allen, okay. Well, I guess what the one thing that was I asked before. Actually, I never asked before. I brought it up, but didn't ask the question about Tillerson and what's his name? That guy, the other Republican guy, Romney. So that was in the second dossier. So does Mueller have the information about Romney? Okay, is that okay? So here, Romney info and dossier. Is there evidence of this that Mueller will use? Okay. And then that's it, right? So, then Brenda's question. Let me just, because she worded it so well. Okay. What changes can Americans expect in the government in the aftermath of DT. Okay, so that's good, guys. That's good. We have enough. Okay. Oh, and Donna's, okay, the parade. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's get started. And guys, I feel like I want to start with Donna's question, just because it's like, I like to start with the like shorter questions, like a little bit lighter questions. Okay, so let's do that just as a warm up. Is the military parade going to happen? Right, it's funny. Can you imagine? That would be ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think it will, but I feel like everything Trump wants is theater. You know what I mean? It's always like, whoa, like some activity where he's like, it's never real. It's never like, oh, let's look either looking at numbers or improving some issue, like real issue. It's always like some like bullshit theater kind of thing. Yeah. Of course, Trump took credit for the Olympics. He wouldn't have been so successful without him. Yeah. Oh, and I didn't see the whole show of Joy, AM Joy, and she interviewed Maxine because he said some horrible things about he's saying awful, vulgar things about people, and he was talking about Maxine Waters and said, of course and it's always women, and 90% of the time it's African American women. Okay, so he was saying some horrible thing about Maxine Waters, and she was like, well, Trump, that's what he does. He is a con artist his whole life. That's what he does. He lies and he finds people to push. It's so interesting. He's just always doing, okay. It's like he's always like, it's like a, I don't know. It's just fake. The whole thing is fake. It's always fake. Because imagine like how much, like, for example, it's so funny how like small gestures can go such a long way. Imagine, obviously it's impossible to change people, but if instead of doing this parade, he was like, let's recognize all the military veterans who have PTSD. Either talk to them or make a parade for the people, you know what I mean? But no, it's about him. Like, there's so many ways that you could do something for, they would be like, wow, look, it's so great that he cared about them. Let's talk about them. Let's just, no, it's like, oh, I am so great. Even when he avoided, like a normal person would think, okay, unfortunately I didn't go to war. I didn't go to Vietnam for five times because I pretended I had an impediment. And then instead of saying that, then it's just like, yeah, I mean, it's like he wants to take the credit of the people who are in the military and took the risk. Okay, when he didn't, whatever. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, so it's just this. Okay, so I'm gonna focus now, just this parade. So is this gonna happen? Yeah. And I don't think, guys, I really don't think that the actual military people would like this at all. Okay. Because they have more pressing needs, right? So, okay, so what about this parade? Is the Donald Trump parade going to happen the way he wants in December? Or no, November 11th, right? Will Donald Trump's, pseudo, whatever idea of a parade happen the way he wants? He wants parades. Going to happen? Let's see here. What do we have? Oh, look. Somebody got a sword. I wonder what this is about. Sword. Okay, so suddenly something happens. There's clarity. What happens? Oh, look. Enemy. Lamika upside down, right? So it's the friend. Oops, suddenly the woman who pretends to be a friend turns out to be the enemy. Let's see what else this says. Oh, look, Russia. Who? What? No. Fake news. It's a witch hunt. There is no collusion. Oh my God. What? Work. So he's been working for the enemy. Suddenly people are like, woo. Hi. Hi guys. So okay. So hi Barbara, just yeah, so I feel like, guys, what these cards are literally saying, okay, is that there's going to be clarity about the work that he's been doing for the enemy. Okay, this is like clarity about Russia, the work he's done for Russia, and he's pretended to be a friend when he's fake. Okay, that's literally what it's saying. Okay, so no parade. Okay, let me just another set of cards just to make sure. Okay, that's what the cards are very direct and being very clear here. Okay. Oh, what? Whoa. Oh my God, these cards are so biased. Oh my God, what is this? President Trump is the greatest president we've ever had. Painful ending, no. Ah, he's the healthiest person. Oh my God, again, enemy. Wow, look, because the other one was Amika upside down, right? So Lamika upside down is sort of like a person who pretends to be your friend, but is in fact not a friend. And then like this was upside down, enemy, which I think means the enemy is discovered. We find out who is the enemy, okay? Can't be. No, stop. What about, let's talk about uranium. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding, of course. Like, it's the same shit every day. And it's like, what about George Soros? It's like, it's the same, the trolls, they all say something. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be a precipitated, painful ending because the truth about who the enemy is going to come out, okay? So, oh, look, it's hidden now. It's hidden. What? No way. Oh, look, honors, high honors. So I feel like it's interesting. This is also, guys, if there's such a thing as a parade, I would think, oh, there's another card in Tower that would be more appropriate. But this is honors, right? So could also mean that the idea of a parade is just a means to obscure. Oh, hi, Connie. We're just answering the question about Donald Trump's parade. It's not, I don't think it's going to happen. Okay. So yeah. So you see, guys, this is kind of interesting, right? So it's painful ending because the truth is going to come out about the like traitors, right, in high positions of power that are currently hidden. Okay. So it's like I said before, sometimes these kinds of questions bring up a lot more information about other topics. So that's good. Okay. So just let's see. I just want to know if prison's gonna come out or something. Okay. Oh, dislike. Okay, I'm already upside down. Yeah, there's gonna be truth, and here a sudden truth that people are not gonna like. Oh, look, about his money and stuff. Okay. So guys, I don't believe. Okay, let me close my eyes here. Okay, this is gonna be funny. Let's see what they close my eyes tells me. Okay. So is Trump gonna have this parade? It's showing me that he's delusional and he's crazy. Like it actually that he pretends that the whole thing with Mueller isn't true, and then in his mind he's like, I am a great leader. I'm gonna have my own parade. I am like the biggest. I am just like Putin. I am like a big dictator. People do whatever I want. They want to love me. They love me. So it's not just that he is like, how do you say it, that he wants distraction. Is that just in some, I feel like in his case, just to a degree, he actually believes this. He's actually a little bit crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know the psychology of the con artist, okay, exactly, but I feel like he really actually wants it to happen, okay? And I feel like this is maybe the only interesting thing about Trump is that he does have this power. It's used for evil. But he does have this strange power to like believe that his fantasy is always reality and it should always happen. So that in a way, I feel like there's almost like something to learn. But I feel like that's what it seems like. He's like, inside like his room or watching TV, closing his eyes, imagining that he's like, I have power and I have this, and it's all about. It's sort of like people, for example, try to think insecurity, right? So when people don't have something, they want to show it off, okay, or like like people who are like insecure, they have, let's say people want to make money because they're insecure, so they want to show off that they have money. But a lot of times people who show off they have money don't. They're like, this TV, there was like these TV shows that was like Housewives of New York, and the women are portrayed as being rich, but I don't think they're truly rich. They're just like they just want to look a certain way, so they overspend, and they're like, oh, look at me, I have this clothing from whatever designer and stuff like that. But it's not really, no, it's not real. So it's kind of similar. Okay, so I feel like he actually believes it, guys. Okay, so it's like, imagine, it's sort of like, imagine if it's kind of crazy to think about it. It's like he really believes all the stuff he talks about, right? So he's able to sell it to people. Most people just can't do it because they can't keep the straight face. Exactly, I think he is, guys. He's like the damn one or whatever. Okay, and I honestly, I do not understand how people trust him. This is one of the biggest mysteries for me, honestly. Why do people trust? Like, don't they see through? It's so obvious that he's so fake. Not just fake, but evil. There's one, sometimes people are like fake, but his kind of, like, sometimes, for example, people pretend to be happy and they're not. You can tell they're being fake, quote unquote, but it's harmless, right? But in his case, it's like he's fake to like cause real harm. Exactly. There got to be some tremendous cognitive dissonance. Exactly. So it's very strange how that happened. Okay. So anyway, so okay, so that was the answer, guys. I don't believe there's gonna be a parade. Okay, and I feel like I've said this before. I'll close my eyes now. It's like, I think he's part crazy already. Like he's already like traveling to the other side kind of thing. Okay, in the sense that they can't admit they were wrong. Yeah, it's like but it's like, guys, I posted the thing about Danielle English. She talks about it. She said, times like this, you can't convince the other people. They are in their path. What you can do is to affirm the things you really believe in, because it's so hard to be like, hello, wake up. Are you kidding me? Get real. It's more like you have to work to affirm the things you care about, and then these things are going to be real. Because like, it's crazy, to be like arguing or to, and I've said this before, I don't believe that his what is it called? His base is as big as they claim it is. I feel like it's in the 20s, but I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm totally wrong. So anyway, so let's move on now. Okay, Rhona, here, let's see the questions. What happens to... Okay, let's ask the question about yeah, he's has a problem through it. Let's ask the question about the letter. Okay, so how did Mueller get the letter that Trump sent to Putin? How did Mueller get this letter? Okay, and if possible, tell us who gave it to him. Okay, so how did Mueller get the letter that was sent from Trump to Putin? And who gave it to him, if possible? We can have that information. So let's see, first card, defeat. Some sort of defeat. Okay, defeating something or someone. Here, oh, this is consolante surpresa. So he was looking. It's like, I feel like he was looking for something and found something else too. So he was searching for something, found something else, and on the way. Something darker, maybe. And then what do we have here? Great happy today. Shucks. I feel like it's weird. Yeah, I feel like something interesting related to his wealth or his money, because this card had come up just before. So I think it was strange. Sometimes when And I feel like, but I shuffled. So this, oh, this is nice. So, okay, so, okay, here, what do we have? Oh, writer. So news about his money somewhere along. This is also part of the messenger, guys. I forget. This is all for the news, but it's just like the other day I showed the card of the messenger. So it is a messenger. So there's like some sort of messages in the end related to money or to procuring money and causing a defeat. He finds this. Okay, so he found it when he was, like I said, looking for something else. He wasn't looking, okay, for this, but he found it. Let's see more information. Oh, this is like a lovers upside down. So there was some sort of, what I, just looking at this, I would think that it's somebody that he used to be connected to, and there has been a fallout of some sort. Okay, he meaning Trump. Oh, look, desperate. Desperado pela gelosia. So he was desperate. He was in a, yeah, he was desperate in some way, and or it could be that because it's reversed, that he was desperate to make a connection. Okay, he was like, he did that as a means to connect. Lovers is the biggest, it's in tarot, is a very important card. It's sort of like this soulmate connection. So it wasn't that he just wanted to drop off his business card or something. It's that he wanted to really bond with him in some way. This is key. Look, interesting. The key card I've said before is very important. So it means that this letter is huge, okay? For the Lenormand, in the Lenormand, this is the biggest card. So for a reading, when it shows up, it's telling you this is huge. So pay attention. It's what it's saying. Okay, so it's solution. It's a big deal for the investigation. And here we have the judge. Okay, so court person. It's important to this could be him in a way. I'll show you guys. I'll show you. I can't recall over here, right? But I feel in this case, it's important to the judge, or it's important to the case, essentially. Okay, it shows that it probably tells a story of like the pattern of behavior or something, that he really was desperate to make a connection or to please Putin in some way. Okay, that's what it's saying. Let's see if there's just the last set of cards to see if it tells us more. Negative judgment. Okay, if there's any more. Okay, dispiacere. So you see here, dispiacere is also a card of a negative news. Negative news. No, business dealings behind the back. Living room. This is private communication, so they make sense. So these private, okay, so this is bad. Essentially, it's saying it's bad news for Trump because this letter, like, it's like helps with negative, like it's gonna make negative case towards him because it shows the behind the scenes deals he has pursued through that were found in his personal communications. Okay, so in his private place. Okay, and it could also in a way allude to real estate, but I think in this case it's personal communications. Okay, so let me hold out a few more cards just to find out more about the person from who had this. Okay, I believe it, like I said, it looks like, as Cynthia says, probably the assistant. I'm going to close my eyes very soon, but just see if there's more information. Okay, here, one sec. So this is business. Okay, money. Yeah, he needed money. He had money problems in his business. Oh, falsitar. So there's like, they're going to realize this is about the money being fake, right? So he took shady money because he had business issues, okay? He's going to lose it and the money is shady, okay? So he knew, I feel like he knew that the money was problematic, but he took it. And Lamante, I feel like this is a woman, so maybe it's a woman, okay? So a woman who had the information. Trip. This is about foreign, okay? So some woman knows this. Okay, let me close my eyes because it still is not giving us information. Okay, information about this. Okay, so let's see if it's too dark. Okay, one second. Sorry. Okay. So anyway, So yeah, we can see the cards much better. So anyway, so this is it like this. So yeah, so I feel like you see that, yeah, it's something, it's like this, so it's all about the source of his wealth and where his money comes from. And actually the Viaggio was upside down. So it's, yeah, it's a shady money from like shady people abroad. Okay, all right. So let me close my eyes quickly, okay? So how did Mueller get this letter? Yeah, it's like it's showing me the thing about the emails, you know, like but then I've read this online that he doesn't use emails, okay? So he scans every message, every like letters. So I feel like he must have somehow, I believe it's probably found in like an inbox, probably of the woman. You know, they probably have a subpoena of her emails and all that. So I feel like it was just in the like in, how do you say it? You know, in one of the emails that she received, that in her inbox or whatever you call it. And then I believe it's probably like if they found the scan, then they have to be, there's like, well, you should have to give this, like obviously whatever Mueller asks, he gets. You can't be like, oh, I don't know where that is or whatever. So that's it, okay? This is what I think is probably her. And it's saying here that he wasn't expecting it, right? So it's not like he was like, oh, do you have a letter to Putin by any chance? Like he wasn't, obviously, right? But it's like it was found in the inbox. And I feel like they have, you know, it's funny showing me that there's people whose job is to look through these documents, right? So I feel like they have very advanced search systems, like things they look for. So it's like they have like you know, so that otherwise they would be looking at thousands and thousands and thousands of emails, but they have their own, you know, right ways to do it. Okay. So it's just so yeah, so it's interesting. I'm gonna say yeah, I feel like it's and now let me know, now that we're at this, let me do a reading on her, because it's also Cynthia had this question, but I think it ties into it. Okay, let's see if I'll find out about Rhona Graff, what's going on with her in March, and what's going to. I did a reading on her a long time ago, and it said if she would talk, obviously, right? Because nobody wants to have a, like, who wants to? And I feel like this is, I just saw just now, like that she go, here's my email, here's my, you know, my password, whatever you need, you know. It's like, I don't know. She's not gonna even. I remember when I did the first reading about her, it showed that she's like she, you know, was a little bit sad. Maybe she would. I don't know if she had any issues with Trump before, but I feel like facing the prospect of like the legal bills, she will do anything to avoid them. Obviously, right? So, okay. So Rhona Graff. What's up with Rhona Graff in March? First, we'll find out about March. In her, basically, in terms of the Mueller investigation, what's going on? What role is she playing in the Mueller investigation? And what's going to happen to her first in March, and then generally speaking later on. Yeah, the secretary, because she's been secretary for 20 years or something like that. So she knows everything. She knows where the bodies are buried. Okay. So let's see, Rhona Graff, what happens? First question is like, what happens to her regarding the Mueller investigation in the month of March? Ooh. Uh-oh. Hola, Mika. So I feel, guys, okay, let's see here 1 second. I feel like because this upside down, it means like she's helping bring an end to something. It's also causing an ending, or like avoiding an ending or causing an ending because it's upside down. She could be, let's see, secret. Yeah, look, the book. The book is about secrets. So she knows I'm Rhona Graff, and I know where all the bodies are buried. I'm Rhona Graff. Okay, so she's like, I know where the bodies are buried. I'm gonna give you the evidence. I know where the bodies are buried. And I'm getting an image, guys, as I'm like, fake singing, whatever, that I feel like the Michael Cohen is always seeing her whenever there's something, he keeps in touch with her. So she knows, like, she has all the information. So it's so weird. This card, guys, comes up all the time now. I don't know what it's saying. Somebody said this is not Trump, it's a cornucopia or something. It's interesting. I wonder if there's anything else here. Wow. Yeah, so it's like the secrets to his wealth or the secrets to his everything, okay? So weird. Yeah, so I feel like the friend, I don't think it means that she's happy necessarily. So the secrets the secrets will yield a lot, okay? So she's gonna help bring an ending because the secrets have everything, like are all about his, okay, his everything. So yeah, so the friend, I feel like she's being friendly, okay? Essentially what this is saying. It's friendly to Mueller because the question is about what happens to her as a result of the Mueller investigation and in the sense of like, is she helping him and stuff like that? Okay, yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, I think so because I feel like there's no doubt here about her role. Okay, she's a friend, and I feel like she's happy. If anything, this is like says she's happy to collaborate. Okay, she has secrets about his happiness, right? In the sense, so whatever goods, whatever positive, meaning whatever money he has or whatever, she has it, and the secret is right next to painful ending. So when his secrets are revealed, here's the painful ending. And guys, I feel like, okay, I'm just getting this image. I bless her, I don't know, but I feel like I see her like eating, like she's like in her computer. She's like, oh, here's the tax returns. I feel, oh yeah, by the way, you might want to take a look at this, the tax returns. You were looking for this, right? I feel so. I don't know if it's true, but this is the image I got. It's so interesting because I feel like she's not necessarily. You wouldn't think that it's almost like, oh, let me go to the some higher to the institution. But I feel like she has everything. She has so much information. Okay, so this is aggression. Okay, so now the answer to the question. Okay, let's say general. Let's just pull out more cards here to see. Oh yeah, so this is like upside down. So this is a presente de pietre preziose. So this is like the gifts of precious stones upside down. So there's like some money here, how he went aggressively towards to find money. There was no matter what, maybe shady money, okay? Yeah. Oh, here, perfect, guys, talk. It's a conversation. So she's talking about all the ways in which he would pursue. Oh, guys, this is making a lot of sense, actually. I'm learning a lot here. I feel like this is the aggressive ways that he went about to pursue the shady money. And this makes sense why he likes Putin so much, because he's only nice to people who give him things, right? So he feels like Putin can give him a lot, so he's very nice to him. Does it make sense? So I feel like it explains a little bit more why. So this pleasant letter, guys. So she talks and she has lots of informations, and letter, as you know, has to do with it could also be documents, not just communications, but documents. So she's like, hi, Mr. Mueller, here's all the documents that I have, okay? And I can tell you if you have any questions, I can tell you about all the processes and everything. So, okay, so this is, yeah. All right, okay. It's like, it's kind of interesting, right? So I'm actually finding it very interesting. Let's find out, just a few more cards. This is a cool-headed and logic, okay? What else? Oh, look, lady. So interesting. Lady, this could be her, but since it's all about the Mueller investigation, you could say that this is her personality, or that she's being cool-headed about the whole Russia thing. She's not very emotional or something. Oh, this is a messenger, right? The message. So she has all the messages. Do you want me to sort the emails by Russians? I have tagged them all. Kind of funny. Kind of cool. It's cool, guys. Cool. It's like, oh, message. I have messages from Russia. Yeah, Russia. Oh, look, gloomy thoughts. Messages, worry. Messages, worry, Russia. I wonder if this gloomy thoughts is worry, okay, maybe mistakes, or maybe like the mistakes, the messages that will be his downfall. That could be his mistakes. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I'm enjoying this, guys. It's kind of cool. Okay, so let's just out of curiosity, how does she feel about this whole thing? Okay, how does Rhona Graff feel about? I feel like here, guys, I see no conflict. I feel like she's very happy to do this. I don't see, but let's see how she really feels about Trump or about this whole thing. Okay, so what is not? I don't necessarily want to know the relationship, but how does she feel about him? That I'm kind of curious. Okay, how does she feel about Trump? Uh-oh, he's this. You know this guy. Oh my God, I love this. This card is a card of greed. It's a person who's greedy, like who will, you know, not. It's like we know how he doesn't pay people and stuff, so she knows he's greedy. Oh no, what? Disgrazia. It's a greedy bastard. That's it. Greedy bastard. Interesting, guys. This is interesting, right? So it's like he's a greedy person. So I don't know how she talks, but I could be like, you know what? He deserves everything he gets. Okay, because he's a greedy asshole. Probably how she, oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so let's see here. Oh no, clouds. So she feels like people don't know how greedy he is and how cheap. He's a cheap guy. He's a cheap person. Okay, not just greedy, but cheap. And oh, unexpected money. So, oh, this is interesting, guys. So she's like, I think he's gonna go down because his money can't be explained. Okay, it's hidden. So how is he gonna explain this money? He's greedy, by the way, so he'll do anything for money. So I don't know. So yeah, I feel like she thinks he's a greedy person who does like shady stuff, unexpected money behind the scenes, and he's gonna go down. She knows, guys. She has worked with him for 20 years. She knows better than anybody, right? Okay. I wanna, you know what I wanna, the question I have, what does she think of his kids? Do you mind? This is a little bit off topic, okay, the questions I'm asking, because I'm kind of curious. Do you mind? Is it okay? I'm kind of curious. Oh no, it's just like they're like lazy. They like have no energy. They're kind of like, right? Because this is like the energy, but kind of like unfocused energy. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay, here we have, oh look, tree family. So they kind of like have no life force or whatever. They kind of, what else? Oh look, main person. I don't care about me. I don't want to know about a person. Oh, this is probably, who knows? I don't think this is Trump. Somebody else. Okay, false. So therefore, oh God, you know what I'm thinking? Let's see here. Interesting. I wonder, because I was like, is this Ivanka? You know, what if this is like Don Jr., this is Ivanka? Could be, doesn't it look like Ivanka? Like her attitude? Ivanka is fake. I think Ivanka is a fake bitch. Okay. Her husband is gay. Okay, look at his outfit. I mean, hello. Okay. Anyway, so oh hi. No, Patricia, we're asking, this is has been a reading about Rhona Graff, Trump's longtime assistant, okay? Oh, maybe, yeah, I feel like maybe it's like you have to like open up your screen. Let me close it because I can't. Okay, like this. I changed, you know, I closed the screen a little bit. Okay, so anyway, so Patricia, yeah, so it's about Rhona Graff, and she's his long-term assistant. Okay, now I made the screen really small, which probably actually helps me to see the cards. So anyway, it's just small for me anyway. So basically, it's talking about the kids now. It's like it's like basically she's collaborating with Mueller. She's giving him information. She's stalking. And this particular question is about what does she think of his kids? Okay, so the card here is like this guy, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to know. It's like, yeah, I know it's one of them. So and then so what? And then this other card came up, which is false person, and I said maybe this is Ivanka. It kind of has the attitude of Ivanka, but let's see. Okay, let's see here. What else? Oh, this one. Okay. Oh, Malinconia. So they're kind of depressed. Okay, they feel like they have. It makes sense, right? Because it's like the way that, you know, he sucks up everybody's energy. I feel like they don't have a lot of initiative or like spark. I feel like the energy is sucked away from them, I believe. Okay. So here, this is change. Okay, so let's see here. What else? Okay, rich girl. Maybe this is Ivanka. Yeah, so I feel like all they have is money, essentially. Could also mean that. Like they're rich, but that's it. They don't have much of a spark. Okay. And then any other questions about, I'm gonna close my eyes about her, but like any other questions that you want me to ask in terms of cards about her? I can pull out more cards. Rhona Graff. Okay. So if you not come out, then I'll just close my eyes. Okay. So, all right, tell me more about Rhona Graff. Her collaboration with Mueller, what she's up, you know, what she's been up to, what she thinks of Trump or his kids. I feel like she would, you know, when she got the job with him, she had gone through a very tough period, and he paid the bills, and she kind of liked his, you know, theatrics or whatever. But as time went on, like, you know, the more she became very tied to the family. Of course, she liked them in some ways, but she was like, she knows that he has conned a lot of people. She knows that he has, like, especially small people. And I feel like maybe I've seen this before, I remember. There's somebody in her family that he hasn't helped, or somebody, like, I feel like she's held a grudge against him for some reason. She could never do anything against him because of obviously his power and his money. But I feel like she's at peace. And I feel like maybe there's somebody in her family who's a police officer, or somebody like, I don't know, in law enforcement or something that she's like, she cares about. So she doesn't want anything to do with, like, she does not want to help him because she feels like he was generous, but not, he was just kind of like a horrible person. So she can't deny it, you know? It was just more like it was her job. She was like, whatever, you know, bosses are tough. And so that's it. I feel like, again, she doesn't have any doubts about anything. She's not a bad person at all. Okay. I don't get a sense that she's bad. I'm talking about Rhona Graff, Patricia. That's Trump's long-term secretary. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, no, but it's interesting because we talked about this letter. Okay. We talked about this letter that Mueller has, and we think it's her who gave it to him. The letter that he sent to Putin. Okay, so that's that. Okay. So all right, so that's the story about Rhona Graff, and she has, again, it's showing here that she's a key person, and the documents that she provides are key to this whole thing. Okay. And that Mueller found this as he was going through the emails or whatever, right? So okay, so now let's move on to. We have several questions here. Okay, so I want to, you know, because we're gonna do Obama, but I kind of want to do Sessions before Obama because Obama is gonna be, you know, uplifting, I think. But let's find out about Sessions because then we'll get rid of like the, you know, that crap. Okay, oh, man. So I feel like I want to know what's going on for him in terms of the Mueller investigation, what he's doing, and then because it would suck if he. I feel like he should. Is he gonna stay or is he gonna leave? I want him to leave the attorney, you know, because he was always meeting with these people. He met with that Kislyak many times. He met with the Russians. Like, I don't recall whatever. He totally met with them. So I want to know if he's gonna leave. So yeah. So that's the question. Okay. Now, so all right. So all right. So I'm just putting the cards back here because I want to know. I want to find out more about him. And because, yeah, it just would suck if. Can you imagine if everybody goes in Sessions, stays behind? Like, what the hell? So tell us about Jeff Sessions. Jeff Sessions in the Mueller investigation in March and afterwards. Does he leave or does he stay? Okay. Yeah, sorry for Sessions. Yeah. I don't feel, I mean, he's a horrible person and all his policies are terrible. So Sessions, Jeff Sessions. What is he doing in March in terms of the Mueller investigation? Is he going to leave the government after Trump leaves? Going to leave the government or no? Yeah. Okay, so here. Okay, so Jeff Sessions. Okay. So let's see here. First card. How interesting. This is a Empress upside down. So this is I said before, this is the card of abundance. So either causing loss or going through a period of loss or helping turn the country upside down. Okay. And then we have house. So interesting. So let's see. It's a little, let's see what else the other cards say. Here we have this one, right? Oh, look, is it amore, right? Love. So upside down, it means like, you know, the love is gone. You don't need me anymore. What is it? What was it? It's like, our love is broken. We're not in love anymore. So he's not in love anymore. Oh no, what? Well, look, really interesting. This is a military person. This is it could mean aggression. It could also mean enemy. So this is, I feel like he's actually, this is interesting, guys. I would interpret this combination of cards as meaning that he is attacking the White House. Like he is working against the White House, that things turn sour and that he's going to help turn the fortunes of the White House upside down. Okay, a thrill is gone, baby. Right? I feel like because this is a, you know, an interesting card, but it's essentially a card of law enforcement in this type of, in the Sibylla, it's something else, but in this style, it means law enforcement. So I think he's going to go against the White House. Okay. Interesting. And I feel like he signs stuff, okay, that is against the White House, I believe. Okay, let's find out more. So is he collaborating with Mueller? What's the story here? What is the deal? Okay. Uh-oh, yeah. So he's feeling hopeless. Oh no, look, he got a negative letter. What? Oh no. Yeah. So it's just he's feeling depressed, and he's like, he's got a negative letter, or maybe he knows he caused something. Now this is interesting because this is a card of, I see this card a lot for like financial stuff, but it's also a card of change. It could also mean that he's leaving. Okay, this is change in the sense of, it's usually positive change. Okay, so let's see what happens. It could be good for him. We'll see what the other cards say. Here we have, oh, interesting. Short illness could mean that he feels like he can't do anything. It could be that he's sick, but that he's also kind of like, this is like the hangman card. Like he can't do much. Okay, he's stuck. Now it's interesting because it could also mean, and I'm like, this is like, of course, this is what the scenario I want to see, is that he is upset and he feels like there's nothing he can do, so he leaves. So I'm like hoping. But let's see, okay, does he... Hand-tied, yeah. I feel like I asked about what does it tell Mueller? I feel like this is about his job, but not about the Mueller investigation. It's like his situation right now and his job in Trump, okay? Let's find out more. What information, if any, does he give Mueller? Is he gonna go home or what the hell? Tell us more conclusive things, okay? So he's restless. This is upside down, he's restless. Oh no, he's like the woman. Oh, it's this card. I wonder if this is like, this, I guess it could be the Russia card in some ways, but it's like there's like some issue with the woman. Oh, look. Oh, this is very good. So I was looking up this card, falsità, right? So this is fake, obviously, right? But upside down, it means the fake stuff will be uncovered. I love it, right? It's better. I prefer upside down because it means whatever is fake is going to come out. Okay, so he's restless because the fake stuff is going to come down. Fake stuff is going to come down about Jeff Sessions. Jeff Sessions, fake stuff coming out. Yeah, still pushing, of course, but it's gonna come out, okay? It's saying, like, obviously he would never not do this, right? That the whole issue, the whole point of like he went all this way because he felt like that was the only way that he could get to do his bullshit policies, right? Because it's not normal what he's doing. So then he gets, right? But then things are uncovered. That's what it's saying, because I love it, right? It's called like whatever is fake is gonna come out. So he's kind of like, I can't sleep at night because I don't know, stuff's gonna come out. So what is this? Oh no, what? No. Coffin for Jeff's? No, what? No, it can't be. Jeff's? No, what? Oh my God, guys, aren't you happy? I'm like, ding dong, delivery. I got a coffin for Jeff Sessions. Ding dong, delivery. You can't sleep because you know the coffin's coming. Crying. Yeah, it's like, I was home and I got delivery of a coffin. Oh my God, look. I can't recall. He's like, there should be a toy. It would be an amazing toy for Jeff Sessions. You press like, I don't recall. I had no meeting with Russians. It's like he says that over and over again. So, okay, so here, oh, what? Court? Why? Oh my God. The lion. It's like, it's a little skinny for me, but whatever, I'm hungry. So yeah, so look. It's like, it's kind of bad, guys. I'm sorry. You have the coffin and you have the lion. So you're either gonna die or you're gonna be eaten by a lion. I don't know. It's kind of tough. Okay, I'm so sorry for him. So sorry. No, I'm so sorry for him. Oh my God, poor Jeff Sessions. Such a nice guy. Oh look. Yeah, guys, this is kind of bad. Okay, like I wish I could see something good for Jeff Sessions, but I can't see nothing. Look, because it's like he's restless, can't sleep. All the fake stuff is gonna come out, and it's an ending for him, and he's gonna go to jail. I don't think he's gonna go to jail, but he's gonna have legal problems. You know what this could mean also, guys? This is the end of his legal career. Can you imagine? I hadn't thought about it. Can you imagine if this is the end for courts, like the end of the court stuff? Can you imagine? He's gone. He goes. Not just he leave. I'm like thinking this is like he loses his job, but what if he's gone from the legal stuff? I think he's gonna retire. It's too exciting, guys. It's too good. Can you imagine if this stuff comes out? It's like the end of his. Very good. Let's see more. I found more. I want more. Oh my God. Yeah, so I'm just seeing here, like, yeah, he's upset. He can't do much. I think he's doing his job about the White House, right? He's like going after them. He's not stopping, okay? So, but I feel like he's gonna, I don't see, let's see, just one more set of cards. Disbarred, yeah, maybe, but I feel like it's showing, I feel like at his age, you know, it's not, he could very well retire, or maybe depending on what he gives Mueller, Mueller could be like, you can retire. If you don't talk, we're gonna, you know, remove everything. This is interesting. This is Sun. It's a very good card like this. Uh-oh, Denari. Oh no, some money issues for him. Why? What? I don't know. There's gonna be some truth about Jeff Sessions and his money. Truth about Jeff Sessions and his money. This is interesting, guys, because this is also a card of the same. Not the same. It's not the same at all. Sorry. But this is a card of like money upside down. So there's some problems with money. But here is a card of gifts. So this is, I would think of it as a classic card of bribery. Okay, so this is somebody gives you something. Like, oh, it's a gift. It's a yacht for you just because you were a nice person. Okay. Oh, look. Oh, what? Look, Mueller, right here. So Mueller was like, Sesh. Hello, Sesh. So interesting, guys. And I wonder, you know, this is like a very optimistic look into this set of cards here. I wonder if Mueller gives him something as a return, as an exchange for him giving information about money. But I feel like, yeah, I don't know. Let's see, one more thing. Okay, let me close I have to close my eyes, but okay, 1 second, okay? Just find out more here. I don't know if I answer. I feel, okay, yeah, guys, look, ending because of travel. I feel like he's connected to a court person, judge. So I feel like he's connected to this, but at the same time, I believe that he talks to Mueller, little child. Yeah, so just quickly here, guys. Okay, so this again, just showing the cards again. So the journey is like foreign influence. Bereavement is the death card. So there's an ending because of relationships with the foreign, something foreign. Court person, he goes before a judge. Okay, he's a judge, right? Or so it could be about him. So oh, guys, I forgot. Look, here he is. I forgot. Remember how he is in this card? I always joke around. There he is. So this is him. Okay, he's a judge, right? So it's an ending to him, to the, oh my God, now I have goosebumps, but this is like an ending to the judge because of his foreign influence. And he's right next to Trump, right? So the judge connected to Trump, okay? And this set of, I have to tell you something, I don't use this very often, but this set of cards, as you know, is called Kippur. And the main thing about Kippur that's different from a lot of the other systems is that the direction in which the character is looking is very important. So he's looking towards the ending. So that means that this is the future, okay? Normally this would be the past, but because this deal is looking this direction, that means his future is an ending because of the relationship with the foreign power. Okay, so he was, so it doesn't make sense. So it's very directional. So essentially this came before. So he was appointed by Trump a long time. Oh, of course, they go way back, right? So this is like a long way. So they go back a long way. He was appointed by Trump, but there's an ending to him because of his connections to the foreign power. Okay, so this is very, very clear, okay? Let's find out more here. Money, problem with money. Shady businessman with a shady foreign stuff, an ending. Another card of, look, it's, guys, isn't it crazy how many coffins? There's so many coffins. So that the end of the business, shady businessman with a foreign context finds an ending. And the friend, there's a friend here. Who's a friend? Oh, letterato. So he's probably him. He's a friend of the shady businessman. So he's the friend, I think he could be him because he's the lawyer, right? So he's a friend of, so there's consequences for him because it's connected to this, okay? So, this is also very interesting, guys. It could say, this could also be saying that, okay, so the shady businessman with the shady connections abroad finds an ending. But the ending is brought by him. So he helped, Jeff Sessions helps end Trump. This could also mean, it very well mean this, which is interesting, okay? I feel like, and I'm gonna close my eyes right now, guys, because I'm getting a sense here and an image of him like, I might go down, but I'm gonna take that man, Donald J. Trump, down with me, okay? Because I feel like he's like, that's his revenge. It's like, I'm going to show that I was a very honorable attorney general. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like that's part of it. I feel like I know I know exactly the illegal stuff I've done. I've passed it all to Mueller. But I'm playing around. It's saying here, I'm just playing around, living out my fantasy. I know it's not going to be for very long. I'm going to have to leave. But you know what? That he's going down. I know it. He's going down. So yeah. So I feel like he helps. You know, it's not like, also, guys, it's not like he has an alternative. It's not like he'd be like the other idiot, like guy, you know, Mueller, he's not going to arrest me. What do you think? Are you crazy? He's not that. He knows. He knows exactly better than anybody what's wrong, what's right. Okay, so he is, yeah, he's providing Mueller with the information that's going to take him down. Okay, so let me just find. I want to know: is he going to stay? When is he going to leave? Is he going to stay at the Justice Department? And when does he leave? I want to know. Okay, I don't know if the cards are going to give me the answer, but I want to know. This is like wrong works. Okay, this is like, see here. Expectation is up to 3 months. Okay, so this is good. Up to 3 months. What's his name? What does it say? Yeah, Jeff Sessions is gone in up to 3 months. Jeff Sessions is, oh look, inimico. So maybe he's found out as like an enemy, or that he, you know, it's like stuff's gonna come out. I think essentially it's what it's saying. It said before in this reading. Okay, the stuff's gonna come out. There's an expectation card is 3 months. Okay. Oh look, deal. So maybe he cuts a deal. Okay, maybe there's like that he probably cut a deal with Mueller. Okay, something. But I feel like so that I think he may leave in good terms. Probably that's what I would think. But here's the time. What do you say? The time scope here is 3 months. Okay, so that's what I think. Up to 3 months. So it could be less. Okay, so how does Mueller see him? Just see if the cards, okay? Yeah. Let's see, how does Mueller see him, if anything? Okay, so cut, clarity, cut. Interesting. So this is La Conversación. I've talked about this card before, okay? So this is friends or people who know each other, who are intimate, upside down. So Mueller thinks he's friends with the shady people, which he is, right? He's a shady person, okay? He's close to them. Interesting. So he helps. This is very interesting, guys, because this is a card of clarity, of victory and clarity. This is another card that would suggest the same. So even though he is part of this shady group, he's gonna cut to the chase, and he's gonna provide information. Okay, he's gonna be clear, or there's like something is coming out. Okay. Now here we have interesting, good lady. So Russia. This is a card of Russia. So he's connected to the shady people who knew a lot about Russia, but he's going to give information. Okay, so he's friends, but there's going to be a cut. This is also right. You think about a cut. So he's going to cut the ties. Obviously, if he talks about Trump, that's going to be a problem for him. But I think essentially he will shed light into how Russia operates. Okay, so this is good. This is a good question, actually. So this is interesting. Okay. All right. Just closing my eyes one last time about Jeff Sessions, just see if there's any more information. Okay, so what about Sessions' contacts with the Russians? Like, he knows so. Is he afraid for his life? Like, what is the deal here? What happens? Okay, so he's showing like they were very nice. They were in contact with him because the Russian strategy was to connect with the racists. So they've been pursuing him for years, and he's been very simpatico to their ideas because of that. Okay, so he realizes, though, in the last 6 months or so, or like even longer, I think 6 months, that he was a fool, that he was taken for a ride, because they changed. They're saying like the Russians really changed. They became extremely aggressive. And when he woke up, he basically realized that they were kind of playing to his fantasy of racism, but that he is not, like, how to say it? but that they wanted something else. They weren't really as race, like they just didn't care. They want him to do what they want, so they're being very brusque, very mean, and he doesn't like that. So he realizes that the mistakes is made, and he hates Trump now. He realizes he was used. Trump used him because he was his whole life he was dedicated to whether for good or bad he dedicated to public service, and he was a very kind of like I don't believe he's necessarily as corrupt as like the others. Okay, he's much more of a core racist. So he has obviously has a lot of connection, but he realizes like he knows the law. He's almost like I would never survive this, and also I know it's it's a fantasy of mine. It's wrong. He knows it's wrong what he's done and what his whole life in some ways. So in some ways, I feel like he feels the whole thing that happened with Mueller is actually a blessing, because that allowed him to kind of like to move away from, because he feels like the whole cloud of the Russians is getting very, very heavy, very dark, very quickly. As soon as we won the election, they started making demands. They treated us like they're employees or whatever. He was used to being fawned upon and not having to fawn over people. So he hates this situation. He's happy not to do it. And I think that, he's, I don't know if he may have some sort of security and stuff like that, but I think he's fine. I mean, nothing bad is going to happen to him necessarily about that, but it's just like he's happy that it like you feel like you a way is like kind of how to say it's something he lifted off his shoulders. Okay, so I feel like because I got this before, guys. This whole thing with the Russians, they were playing to those people's fantasies, like, oh yeah, you're gonna like Obama is a horrible person, he's a black guy, like the whole race is that's really was their thing. But when they found their true colors of the Russians, like when they were like very, the Russians, they kill people, they poison people, they torture, whatever. Like they don't care about you're the term useful idiot. So when it came to their turn, when they realized they were just useful idiots, he was very hurt in a way, even though it was obvious. Like, why would they want to give you money? Do you think it's just because they're nice people? No. But it's like he woke up. Okay, so I feel like it was a way for him to get away from the Russians in a way, right? And you know what I mean? Sort of like having the secret and having these contacts was almost like it's like he can't, it's like too much. Okay, he's like he prefers the situation as it is now, so he doesn't have to like, and he likes that he's gonna get a revenge, and he's like knitting his thing, whatever, like you just wait, Mr. Trump, I am gonna take you down, whatever. Like he's looking forward to the revenge when he wants Trump eventually to know that he was part of it, like he was part of like the group who took him down. So that's it, guys. I think this is clear. Okay, very clear. And I think, like I said, it's gonna cut. Everything is gonna come out, including the fact however many people he met with, what he discussed, and the fact that he decided to collaborate. All of everything is gonna become public. But at least he feels a lot better. You know what I mean? About like that he doesn't have to like deal with Trump either. He ended up hating Trump. Like at first, like I said, it was the whole thing with the racism and all that bullshit policy. And I wonder, guys, about hold on, so I'm gonna close my eyes. What is his relationship with Stephen Miller? Because Stephen Miller was his assistant, or started out with him. I feel like he knows Stephen Miller is a very cold person. He's very mean. He liked that about him. He's very ruthless. And it's gonna go. I feel like he's told him. He's like, look, you work for me. You're very young. I feel responsible for you in a way, but it's gonna end badly. It's gonna end very badly if you don't go out there and talk. And I feel like Stephen Miller is a lot more into it, or like he's dug a lot deeper. Okay, he's very like much more. I feel like Stephen Miller. How do you see it? He doesn't know that Stephen Miller is as deeply into this, much, much deeper than he is. Not just true believer, but he's like a soldier. I've said this before about him. Like Stephen Miller, he's sick, like he's crazy, So not that, they all are in some way, but I feel like it's showing that he really bought into it. And he's like, he's been totally not just brainwashed, but it's like, you know what I mean? Sort of like, he's like evil. He wants to see the evil happen, like it for real. He believes it could still happen. But he warned him. It's like, look, it's going to end badly. I just as a friend, I just want to tell you this. Like, maybe he tried to like convince him to talk or something, but he's like not. So that's the thing, and I feel like he feels responsible for him. Like not in a terribly horrible way, but sort of like, look, as a lawyer, he's a lawyer, right? So he knows like what the price is, okay? And I think he has warned them, I think. Not in a very obvious way, but sort of like, you know, think about it, like be careful and stuff, like not giving him too much information, but sort of that. Okay, I see him having lunch with him. Yeah, Miller. So Miller, not Mueller. So that's that guy. So now we have, how much time do we have? We have enough time. So the big reading would be going forward now. There's two questions. I thought this was a very interesting reading, by the way. The question about Obama. This is a big question, guys. I'm kind of a little bit nervous about it. And then the question about how the government's going to change. I think we'll have time to do both. But let's do you mind if I do Obama? Okay, let's do Obama. I think it'll be nice. So I'm just like, oh, kind of nervous. So let's do Obama. What's happening with Obama? And let's say month by month for Obama, okay? See the next 6 months for Obama in terms of in anything related to the government or Mueller or Mueller investigation, okay? Let's leave it, just do a timeline and see what shows up. And if is he playing any role? What are Obama's next 6 months, and tell us, you know, if it's relevant, any role that he may play in the government in the next 6 months, and or the Mueller investigation, okay, as a result of the Mueller investigation. Because if the visions are true, then he. And I remember, guys, there was an old reading. I don't know if you've seen it. When I did it, I was like so happy because it showed the trusted person comes back. He was the dog, you know, the nice person, the person you can trust. So he comes back, and everybody celebrating. The celebration card was, I remember, this was very nice. So I'm gonna drink some more because I'm throw it. Okay, so, all right. As I recall. So, all right, here. Yeah, I was so happy when I did that reading for Obama. It was like so nice. Not for him, but about him, obviously. Okay, so tell us about, please bless him, by the way, President Obama. So please tell us what's just kind of snapshots of what happens month by month, next 6 months for Obama, month by month, and his role, if any, in the Mueller investigation and or anything returning to the government. Is there a chance he could return to the government? Okay. Guys, do you mind? Okay, I'm gonna ask you this, guys. Is it okay if I feel like now I can, well, is it talking, that's not particularly relevant. Yeah, no, it is irrelevant talking to him. Let's see if he's gonna be in the government, because talking at this point is still, let's see if he's gonna be, then it's gonna show. But do you mind, guys, if I start with this question? I'm not sure if it's gonna answer directly, but I can ask, is Obama coming back to the government after Trump leaves? Is it okay if I ask the question directly? I'm almost like a little scared to ask this question, but I want to know, okay, and tell us, is it okay? What do you think if I ask this question? Is Obama coming back to the government, as many of people have predicted? Or is it too direct? Like, what if it says no? It's kind of it would be like so sad. So yeah, okay, so let's do this. Okay, so is Obama coming back, okay, to the government? Okay, many of us have predicted, is Obama coming back? Tell us, a little bit about this, and then tell us about his next 6 months. Okay, so that's it. Okay. All right. More closer, because I want to be very concentrated with this. I'd be like, otherwise I'll feel like, okay, so President Obama, is it coming back? The light tells the truth. Is there any chance it's going to go back to the government after Trump leaves? Tell us about that. And then the next 6 months for President Obama. What do they bring? Okay, President Obama. Is it coming back to the government just to fix it or something after Trump leaves? Tell us about his next 6 months, please. Okay, so President Obama. Is there a chance he's going to come back? And then tell us about his next segment. Okay, let's see, guys. Uh-oh, uh-oh. New beginning. New beginning. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is interesting, guys. New beginning. Okay. This is good. Good. Oh, election. This is a card of choice. New path. Okay. So interesting. Okay. So that's interesting. New beginning after related to the election. Okay. So, oh, negative surprise. There's so new beginning after negative surprise. I wonder what that is. Cheeto? Cheeto? What? They found something negative. So, because the question is, it going back to the government? Remember at the beginning, first question here is, no, here, let's see. Sad news. Yeah, so I feel like, okay, this is interesting, guys. So this, what this is saying, I'll pull out another set of cards for this part of the question. It's showing here there's a negative surprise that came up and there's sad news. So there's a new beginning and an election. Okay, so this is very interesting, guys. I would think this could point out to a yes. So because it's also very separate here. So there's negative news and some very negative discoveries, but then up is very positive. So there's going to be a new beginning related to the election, or right. So yeah. So it could be sad news about the election. Exactly, sad news about the election, and the discovery of negative facts lead to a new beginning. Okay, so, okay, that's another set of cards. Let's bring another set of cards here to see what they say. Oh, look. Oh, my God. Look, he's the Knight of Wands. Look, he's going to save us. He's going to... Energy is going to come with fire. He's going to save us. Oh, look. How nice. Doctor. Oh, my God. Oh my God, guys, look, Dottore, he's the doctor. He's gonna fix everything, guys. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, I get too emotional. Look, he's the knight in, was it knight in shiny armor? I forgot how you call it. Look, he's Dottore, he's the doctor. Who's the doctor? Oh, hello, Dr. Obama. I came to fix the country again. Oh my God, can you imagine? I think I'm gonna cry, guys. I think, okay, let's see what the other cards are saying. My eyes are watering already. Oh my God, I can't, man. Oh my God. Oh my God, look, guys. Oh my God, guys, I'm emotional right now. Okay, look, heart, we're happy. Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Look, we're happy. Oh my God, pleasant letter. Please, come back. Come back. Oh my God, pleasant letter, we're happy. He's like, hello, population. It's me. Press O. Come back. Let's be happy again. And I feel, guys, him making a speech, and we're happy again. Oh my God, guys, I can't right now. I can't. I'm focused. Oh my God, look. Oh my God, look, a doctor. He has a prescription. Oh my God, look. I feel like, guys, I see this and I see him making a speech because it's very fiery. Okay, so this is a fire sign. It's like action. Oh my God. He's like a person who okay, guys, so you know what I'm seeing this image? I'm seeing an image of him You know where was the place? I'm sorry, I'm bad at that. What was the place where Martin Luther King was giving his speech about the dream? I forgot the name of the place, but I think he's gonna go there. He's gonna make a speech. There's gonna be a lot of people, okay, who are gonna go see his speech when he comes back to the mall. Yeah, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like, I just hope, okay, because I don't know, guys. Don't get, I don't want to. Like I said, I feel guilty then if it doesn't. What if it doesn't happen? Then it's like terrible. But I hope, okay. It's so nice, right? Because I feel like I see this card just made me think of like the fiery speech. You know how Obama has that gift of he's a great orator, right? So I don't know. What do you don't know, Cynthia Allen? Oh my God. Oh my God, look Memorial. Oh, yeah, I think no, it's in Washington. It's Washington. But then let's see, guys. Let's see. Okay, let's see more. A few more cards. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, okay, look. Oh, this is upright. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is like something about money. He's gonna fix some money. Okay. Oh my God. Change. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. What is it? What is it? Opportunity. Opportunity for change. Okay. 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 What else? What else? Dispiacere. Change. Upset. Opportunity. Yeah. Maybe the sadness. Oh, guys. This also. Let me. I don't know if I should. Okay. I'm gonna. What do you guys? What should I do, guys? Should I close my eyes? Or should I do, I kind of feel like I want to close my eyes first to find out more information and then do the timeline. Okay, because I feel like, okay, so here we have opportunity for abundance, opportunity after sadness, change of like after, right? Change related to the sadness. Actually, no, because the order of these cards should be like this. This is the sadness leads to change and opportunity to change, okay? So let's see, guys. I want to close my eyes because I want to see what like I'm feeling this strong need to close my eyes to find out more information and then do the timeline. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes. So what's happening? Okay, so I feel like actually Mueller and Obama have talked, maybe on the phone, maybe once. I don't know if they've ever met. I think they may have met once in person because Obama is a constitutional scholar, and he's like whatever you need. Like they don't talk much or like for at length, but he's made it known to him that if he needs anything, he's there. He will never like turn around. He'll never. Oh my God, he'll never turn his back on us. Okay, so he said yes, and I feel like uh, Mueller has been. It's almost like I feel like Mueller obviously has his messengers, and he speaks in code to him, like if it feels like it's gonna happen or not. So he knows. I think Obama has some commitments, work commitments, but he knows like he's not gonna sign. He feels. I feel like Obama knows instinctively that something's gonna happen, and he may be called for this, but he's happy to do it because it's saying like he's comfortable. He's worked. He's actually had it. Remember, like he worked actually, right? Remember, he actually did things when he was in the government. No matter what anybody says about Obama, if he's like this or that, he worked very hard and he did things. Okay, so like it's showing that he can like obviously not necessarily his eyes closed is different, okay, but sort of like but kind of like with he shows up, it's like he knows what he's doing. Hello, he's not like where's my hamburger, can you imagine? Okay. I'm not think about this trash. I may forget about him. But basically, President Obama, he's ready. Okay, so he's saying like, and he's also, and I feel like maybe Bush is a little bit. I know a lot of you guys don't like him, but I feel like he's also tapped to be there. Like he's there. More like he may not work as much as Obama because it's been a while for him anyway. But like they're going to be around, tag teaming or whatever. He's gonna, the thing about Obama, he's very positive, and that's very important to be positive at a time like this. Because people they want to believe again and stuff. So I do see him, guys. I see him speech, and I feel like he's older, obviously than when we last saw him, and he's talking in that place. What do you? Oh my God! Don't. Yeah, see, not. It's like session time. I have half an hour. Okay, so I feel like he's like. I see him, guys. Again, it's come back again. The whole thing about his speech. When he comes back, first thing he's going to make a speech in public. Okay, about this stuff that he's like, I wish I wasn't here in a different circumstance. Unfortunately, this happened and all that. He's like, unfortunately, this is a sad time to be. I wish I didn't have to be back, but I'm happy to do the work. Okay, so I feel like that's how I see him. And there's like thousands of people on the street. People are crying like us, you know, like we can't believe, you know what I mean? That anyway, it's like people are like kind of in disbelief, like, oh, the nightmare is over. Oh my God, kind of like madness, like, oh my God, almost like Jesus came back. You know what I mean? Kind of like that, like, oh my God, what? Are you kidding me? Like, so I feel like that's it, okay? And like it's chilly a little bit still, so it's probably gonna be soon. Yeah, of course he's safe, guys. Of course he is. So and it's also like I feel, guys, it's show. Oh my God, you know, it's showing me like that there's all kinds of spirits like helping him, you know, and all kinds of religious, like, you know, it's funny because in Brazil, you know, there's like Afro religions. Well, I should say, my brother is interested in this, so I feel like I see the Orisha, you know, there's like they're helping him too. You know, everybody in the, you know, the realm, spiritual realm, or whatever you call it, you know, every religion, they're all like sending him good vibes, you know, even if like, I don't know, I feel like he, you know, he has protection on every sense, I think, of the word. And I feel like it's gonna be, you know, like an important moment, like almost like, you know, it's reminding me, guys, of like, I studied art and art history, and so I feel like it reminds me of like there was a famous painting, I think it was a Napoleon, and I forgot which is a famous painter from like, basically, it's like one of the becomes a historical moment, okay, when he comes back to quote unquote save the country in a way, right? So it's like, so I feel like, not say, you know, because I feel like it's gonna be like he's much more of a rhetorical. Obviously, he's not. I don't think he's going to work as much as he did before in terms of being a president. It's more like it's a rebuilding kind of role, okay? And so I feel like obviously he's very qualified for that, especially because he already has a legacy. It's not like he, you know, it's not like he has anything to prove. So it's perfect because he can really like suggest, and also he's a lawyer. It's perfect because he's a lawyer. You know what I mean? Because he knows from the back of his hand, like what, you know, what he has to do, what they can do to like change things or not, or whatever, the right way to go about things. And he's, you know, Obama, and I think, you know, in a way, it's almost like, how do you say it? Like he's almost too calm, but in a situation like this, is good in some ways, right? To like have somebody who can like have the, you know, he's grounded. He's not like emotional, you know, emotion. He's like, I mean, he's emotional. But not like he's like. Can you imagine? He is Obama ever going to be on Twitter? Yeah, like calling people names? No, never, never. Can you imagine? So yeah. Oh my God, guys, that's what I think. Okay, so I feel like he's already been tapped by Mueller. I feel like Mueller touches base with him. Okay, like what guys are saying, like Cynthia. A lot of people. There's the whole idea of celebration, but I really feel, guys, it's going to be very bittersweet. I said this before. It's going to be tough, very tough to see, because I think Trump, he could get worse even. You know what I mean? We don't know. Yeah. So he's still, yeah, no, we'll see, guys. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's more like I just don't see Obama being like, it's almost like I said, it's like he's a counselor. He's a, you know, he's a wise elder kind of person. You know, it's not like he's like, oh, here's me, I'm the president, this is my policies. This, because the person who gets into the government, they need to make their mark, good or bad. Okay, so here's her done that. So it's more like he's like, how do we continue to make this? It's almost like, and that's the thing. It went back to the vision I had about what's his name, Adam Schiff. Like the whole that he becomes is carved in stone as a person who helped the second turn of the Constitution. I feel like that's kind of like Obama's role. He remakes the Constitution. Like there's going to be a lot of legal changes, guys, to make sure this never happens again. So you need somebody who's like not just a president, but somebody who understands, okay, the legalities. And I almost feel like, I don't think you can do that, but it's almost like the president next, all presidents should be lawyers in some way or another, you know what I mean? Because they need to know it's law. You know, you have to know the law. You can't just be like, make it up, like I do whatever I want. So my God, it was crazy, guys. Like, okay, let's see. So now let's look into the timeline. Okay, I'm gonna pull out cards about the timeline. So every month, okay, a little bit. Let's see, just to see. Oh, interesting. So March right now. Okay, so this is defeat. Somebody is defeated. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Oh, what? Oh my God, guys. No, you're gonna believe it. So good, so good. Look. Put it, Johnny. What? Somebody goes to prison. Who? I don't know. Some shady stuff going on. Woo. Funny. So I feel like, guys, it's, and like I said before, whenever these cards, I actually almost prefer when other people's readings show up on other events, because it's kind of like it crosses, you know what I mean? Whenever you have these crosses of events, it's very significant. I think it's very significant. Okay, so main person, that's him. So, okay, let me show all the cards before I start talking, okay, because this is March. Oh my God, so exciting. Okay. Oh my God, I get goosebumps. Okay. So, okay, guys, so this is defeat, right? There's a defeat of someone, and there's some, I wonder who's this person? So somebody kind of goes to jail, okay? More people go to prison. There's a defeat of somebody, and he comes. This is the main person. So I think the main person is always the male querent, or the main subject who is male. So that's woman. So after the person is deemed to be a criminal, comes Obama to the government, because the tower is a part of the administration. It's not the White House, but it's the government. So to me, this is like the government is, there's a defeat of the government, right? In the sense of like the current government, but then comes Obama. This is a card, it would be a card of the Obama. Okay, so it's kind of great because it's defeat and prison. I love it, you know, because prison, if we think about it, it means basically the person, there's people criminals. You know, it's not even talking about going to court or anything. It's like they're defeated because they're criminals. They're the kind of people who go to jail. Okay, so that's March, guys. Okay, so it looks like, God willing, guys, seriously, like God willing, it's gonna happen because it's March. Okay, so the defeat of the government of that person we know who we talk about, right, would be in March. Guys, I'm getting a strong message. Now I'm getting a strong feeling that the speech of Obama is going to be the first week of April. Could be wrong, but we'll look into this. Okay, so because the defeat is still is the first thing that happens, and then he comes. Okay, it paves way for him. But let's see. This is March. Let's see April. Oh, look, this is upside down. So it's like we have to move away from the poverty. Like we have to move on from this. Okay. Oh, Bambino, we have to move on from Bambino, right? We have to move on from Trump, from the poverty and the dire situation created by Trump. This is also a card of like a new beginning, but I think this card really has, like this card really, I connected with Trump, so I don't think it has anything to do with Obama. I believe this is much closer to Trump than Obama. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, letter. So interesting. Let's see, whatever letter is. Could be a crime, could be indictments, could be something. Okay, so let's see. I don't know what it is. Here. Oh, look. Oh, guys, look. Oh, great happiness. We're happy again. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh, you know, this could be the indictment, right? So the indictment, or a new beginning, a new chapter, communication. Okay, so there's new laws. This also could be law. Okay, so moving on from the dark stuff, there's a communication that brings us happiness, or could be the indictment of the baby. Okay, like more indictments come for baby. Okay, the indictments bring us great happiness. Okay, so I feel like it could be that he manages, right? He manages while this whole, like, I feel like the legal mess that Trump and company are going to be under is going to be going on for years anyway after he leaves. So he has to like help out the government find all the crimes, because there's so much paperwork trail. You know what I mean? It's good that he's a lawyer because he knows, right? He knows the stuff. Oh, look, this is like a tower. This is May. So he like to kind of like move away from disorder. Okay, moving away from disorder, like kind of putting it back. Like this is like creating it, like moving away from chaos, trying to like oh, this is nice. Leggerezza is a card of the butterfly. So he's going to counter the chaos that's a result of the Trump administration. He's going to try to like undo the chaos by being light. This is a good, you know, this card sometimes can have negative connotations, but I think it's a perfect card for this. He brings a lighter touch to things, okay? In the sense of like he is like, it's like kind of like, you know what I mean? If you think about butterflies, like after like an earthquake or like some disaster, if you see a butterfly, it's a beautiful thing, okay? Yeah, I think his like, oh, interesting, an ending. So this is a sudden, we'll see what happens, guys. I hope it's not like something bad, okay? This is something sudden. What else? Okay, here. Interesting. False person. A removal of a false person. So okay, he brings lightness after the removal of a false person. Okay, this is interesting. Maybe he helps because this is, guys, this is monthly, but I don't think it necessarily has to be monthly. It's more telling the story, okay? Because if he, I'm like, if he comes back, who cares? What's April, May, March, whatever. Like, I'm happy. You know what I mean? It's like as long as he's in, like, whatever. Okay. It's like so interesting. So like lightness after the chaos, his removal of the false person. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, this is a emotional balance. Okay. I wonder if this could be Hillary. I wonder. So inexperience. You know, I wonder if this could be Hillary because this is like a young, inexperienced woman. So it could be like after the inexperience of Trump, after the mess, immature shit that he has done, maybe bring somebody else who is competent. But I feel like I said before. Okay, interesting. This is fighting aggression. Let's see. Let's see what happens. This would be May, right? May, April, no, March, April, May. This is June. Interesting. Domestic will serve. So serve aggressively. He's gonna serve. Oh, remember, like this guy, this before I said, guys, that like that sometimes. Oh no, why am I bringing the wrong? I'm sorry. You know what? But I've already brought it out, so it's okay. That was not a card I was supposed to bring out. It's like the different set of cards. But basically, after the inexperience, we have somebody who is willing to serve the country. Isn't that nice? Like, oh my God, look, it's not all taking, it's about serving. How nice. Wow, what a refreshing thing. Okay. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, guys. I don't want to like, okay, let's see here. Okay, 1 second. Let's see. Okay, what's this? This is the set of cards. Okay. Living room. Interesting. So living room is intimate conversations or like stuff he cares about. Let's see here what this means more here. Oh, work. Yeah. So he's gonna be like aggressive or stressful work, a lot of work. And this could also be like if it's the White House, it's like he's gonna work to rebuild the White House aggressively and fight. He's gonna fight for like to serve. Like there's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be aggressive, guys. In a way, there's gonna. This is what I've said this before many times when I see the future after Trump. It's going to be a work of rebuilding. It's not going to be like, oh, party. People say, oh, so fun. No, it's like when we find out the shit that happened, it's going to be terrible, terrible. Okay, like very depressing. Okay, so maybe, who knows? This is also emotional balance, but it's also possible that he could maybe help. I've said this before. I believe that Hillary could help with the State Department. Okay, rebuilding the State Department. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. And then this is June, July. Oh, look, manipulation could be, or yeah, I don't know, something as a result of Mueller. Oh, look, problems, manipulation problems, long-term problems. And here, let's see. Oh, hope, speranza. Look, he brings hope. After the manipulation, there's hope. The manipulative, horrible person, there's hope. Oh, how nice, how nice. How nice. Interesting, short illness. So I feel like interesting because I feel like, okay, this will be July, guys. So I feel like I sense that people are like, this is like challenges, okay, hardships, and a feeling that we can't do anything more. But he brings hope in light of all of this. Like I said before, there's going to be so much that's going to come out, guys. It's not even funny. It's like terrible, So okay. So guys. Anyway, so this is it. Okay, so this is July. Let's say August. Interesting. Oh, this is nice. August is Magician's wonderful card. Is a card of turning ideas into reality. Okay, so he's gonna. It's like a alchemy. Okay, so this is nice. Okay, interesting for a long time. So power. This is also a card of power in the pure sense of the word, right? A person who's like, it's like transforming thoughts into reality, but has the power to transform. This is a long time and stability. So finally in August, it looks like there's like energy to like bring, obviously guys, it's not going to be quick or anything, but there's just energy, the sense that we can like be stable again. Oh, sorry, the wrong is supposed to come here. Sense that we can be stable once again. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, interesting. Belvedere, there's an unexpected things. Oh, the wait is also good. This card upside down also means the wait is over. Okay, we're not going to wait anymore. So we'll see. Kind of weird card. Let me pull out another one to see what it says. Interesting. Lamante, another woman. Okay, doesn't say much. What else? Denari, yay! So okay, this is nice. Okay, so maybe there's like some some financial stuff to deal with. Okay, something like that is possible. Okay. It's funny, like, because I don't feel bad for him, but I feel like Obama, obviously they blame Obama for everything, but he saved the country after the financial crisis. You know, if there's like, you know what I mean? It's always like he. Okay, so let's see next here. Oh, prison, interesting. So he's like, well, if you have some money laundering issues, I'm gonna put you in prison for a long time. Okay. So I don't know, guys. It's interesting. So he's gonna imagine if like, oh, hello, are you? Oh, there's prison for you. Okay. And I don't think obviously, but it's interesting. Let's see more cards here about this prison card. It's interesting. Okay, so he's worried up prison people going to jail. Because he wants. Oh look. Oh my God. You're not gonna, guys. This is revenge. Guys, are you ready for this? Let me show you. This is amazing, guys. This is great. This is great. Okay, prison card. Okay, his thoughts. So I'm like, he's thinking about prison. Like, why is he worried? Look, he's like, he maybe wants it, or he's thinking about it. Why? Look, Trump. He's like, the last laugh. Look, he's thinking, oh, is Trump gonna go to prison? Oh, look. Because, you know, guys, when is this again? This is August, right? Is that August? Yeah, it's August. Because look, I think it's possible that this is the month when Trump finally goes to prison, or like something like that. It's like his money gets taken from the government, or like something like that. So this is kind of great, guys. He feels like this is the last laugh. Like, he's never, you know, Obama's very classy. He will never mention anything in public. Okay, but I think he's like, I feel like it's gonna be the moment where like he never had to, like, you know, lower himself. Okay. But I feel, don't you think, guys? Okay, so if you have like a person who he's worried, but he's thinking about prison, and here's Trump, I think he's going to, don't you think? Don't you think it would be like, this guy looks exactly like Trump? Okay. So I just feel like it's saying that this is like because of money. Okay. Interesting, because this wasn't the card of like unexpected. So it's like because of his money, either they're going to take his money or he's really going to go to prison. Okay, so I feel like, and I don't think that he, you know, maybe he's worried about whatever's going to happen, but I feel like he's powerful because the magician, like I said, is a very good card. Is excellent. Upright is very good. But like at the bottom here, we have Trump going to prison. So I feel like his power increases. Like he's, you know, as he's like, it's almost like, I think, you know, when Obama, if it's true, guys, if it does come back, because at the same time, guys, I don't want it, because, you know, it's so painful to be living through this. Okay, that if I say like Obama's coming back, it's kind of like, I don't want to, like, you know, depress you guys. What if it doesn't happen or whatever? But I think, you know, I'm just showing you the cards, right? But in this context, it's saying like he's very powerful, but here's the guy going to prison. All right, so it's kind of amazing. Like, it would be great. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the revenge? And I feel like he'll never say anything. He's like, well, you know, I just care about crime. He's never lowers himself to like in the moment of, and I think even and I'm even seeing like Mitch McConnell being like, wow, this guy, he really is a good person. When he has the moment to like crush Trump and be like, ha ha ha, I'm laughing. He's not gonna do that, which is nice. You know what I mean? He's not. That's not who he is. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, so this is kind of interesting, guys. Very interesting, I think. Okay. So, wow, this is let's see. You know what? I just want to ask quickly: Is Bush gonna? Because, you know, I've seen Bush, but I don't know. Is he gonna join? Is it gonna join? Bush is gonna join. Interesting. What does that mean? So yeah, I feel like maybe, I don't know. So this could be him. Could be Bush. Money. There's money here. Yeah, Bush is rich. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna join. It's not clear. This theft. So there's somebody here related to. He's gonna steal some money. I don't know who he is or what the deal is here. Melancholia, depression. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna come back. But basically, this is also a lot of people. Okay, fish also means many people. So let's see more here. Find out more information. House, White House. See, so theft in the White House here. Oh, letterato. It's weird because I don't think of Bush as particularly smart, but whatever. So interesting. Conversazione. So people who are like friend, like there's a group of people, of legal people here who are like, maybe I don't know if it could be somebody else, but I feel like after the theft in the White House, there's a group of people who are going to work together. The idea of, remember the whole idea of the, was this a coalition or something? Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's, again, people are happily working together to follow the laws. Okay. And after the melancholia, meaning like the sadness that came with the theft, this makes sense, guys, now actually. Reading it that way makes sense. After the sadness that came after the understanding of the theft, oh, this is nice, sun. Sun meaning happiness, success. So I feel like there's a group of people that work together, it's not just him, okay? And I feel like he actually does not want to just be about him or himself, okay? So that's nice, guys. Okay, I believe. Okay, so it's just like he wants to bring, I think, guys, Obama is very good at that. He's very diplomatic, Obama, if anything. Okay, so he's actually a great person for those kinds of things, of like getting people together. Yeah, so exactly. So I feel like rich, yeah, it's like some sort of money. I wonder if it's like rebuilding the country or looking into find the theft. It's showing the cards are showing, guys, that there's like there was theft in the White House. I would not be surprised. Okay, but because I thought it was related to the elections or in the bigger, but I feel like rich girl, it's another card of money. So I just feel like there's something here where like they have to work together because it's more than, they need more than one person, because I get the sense that they're like kind of like, let me close my eyes. There's like the committee of people who have to rebuild the country is huge. It's like there's so much. So just the work of like the committee of rebuilding is so huge. And there has to be the person who does the meetings, does the president kind of like meetings kind of stuff. Okay. So anyway, I just feel like he's not, it's it's just like I said, it's a governing by committee if possible. Okay. So though Obama is the leader, it's like he brings people with him, like he always has. Okay. So I feel like, yeah, he's gonna have a committee of young people, even the kids that are like, what does it say? The kids of the guns kids. I feel like, yeah, Judy's thing, I don't like him either, but there should be bipartisan support. I agree. I agree, guys. I feel like it's the issue really here is like treason. This is how low we are. That was like somebody who's not treason and not like corrupt because of foreign money. Okay, of like as all those Republicans that are going to go to jail. Okay, so at least it's like, until I feel like the whole thing with the next election, and this is the feeling I'm getting, guys, is that like they have to fix the country before there's a new election. Okay, this is like why this is so important. Okay, is that they could not have an election for a new president right away, like in 6 months even. They need to reimagine. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen again. A person like Trump, but what do we know? We need to know, like, a person, the tax return issue, or like changing it. They have to change the finance campaigning laws. Okay, because it's not gonna. This is what contributed to this. Okay, so it's just like all of that. Okay, and so I feel like the work, the thing that, like, the digging, there's going to be so much digging and finding out the information. There's going to be years of like committees and like who got the money for what and what laws were changed. There's going to be so much information. Okay, so it's just like, it's going to be crazy, to like it's almost like a new, yeah. So I feel like it's just a new thing, a redoing of things. But I feel like they're saying here, like, they have to do the midterms because there's going to be so many people gone from Congress because of the corruption. They need to like replenish. They can't not do it. Okay. Yeah. But I feel like maybe who knows about the paper ballot? Who knows if they do? So it's just, what I mean? Exactly. Like, I mean, it's amazing, guys, that he was like Trump with all, can you imagine? It's just because he's mentally ill. Like, with all this stuff that he has, all his background, he was like, whatever, I'm not going to do it, guys, stuff like that. Like, hello. It's like, it's amazing that he went as far as he did. It's funny, guys, because, talking to you, and like, it feels so nice, the reading. And then I'm like remembering, oh, Trump, I'm gonna turn it off, you know, when it's gonna end in like 4 minutes or whatever. But like then we go back to that world or whatever that we know, the news and stuff. But it's nice to know, you know, it feels so real, right? It feels so real. It feels so real. And like I said, I sometimes I feel I get mixed feelings about how I don't want to like upset anyone, you know. I don't want to be like, oh, this is, you know, prophecy or something, you know. But it's just like, hopefully it's gonna happen, okay? Exactly. So I just want to, you know, like I said, take it with a grain of salt. But I'm just saying, well, it's all about, you know, I say this before, it's like entertainment purposes only, but it's very clear, I think. Okay, so that's what it's saying. Okay, it's like, oh wow, guys, but it's crazy. Now I'm remembering at the beginning when I was like seeing him like cry. No, I was crying seeing him like giving the speech. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but guys, I feel like I've said before, Marilyn's saying, I want him to humiliate him, talk about Trump, to humiliate himself, foaming at the mouth and being carried off. I feel like he's already kind of like, he's crazy, okay? He's evil and crazy at the same time, not a good combination. But like, you know, it's funny, I was reading, I forgot, one time I read something about Stalin. It was, I don't know if it was like a long article or a book or something, I forgot this information that he was obviously crazy, but he was very paranoid, like Trump. You know, those people who are evil, they do evil things to others, so then they become paranoid, and they start like kill. You know, Stalin killed so many people, like for anything they would kill. So that was very nice, Diane. It's about Obama coming back. So it's just like, I don't know. It's interesting. You know, I feel like it's the same. He has the same. It's just because he didn't have enough enablers. You know what I mean? Like there was the justice system didn't. If he wanted, he would have created like basically like concentration camps. I believe, guys, if he could do everything he wanted, he would have been putting people in jail. You know, he would be wars and like, you know, that mad. Can you imagine that guy, Eric Prince? He's crazy. He's insane. All these people around him, like all these mad people who want to kill. You know, they really are murderer people. You know what I mean? They love to kill people. So they're, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Jared, oh my god, Jared, Jesus Christ, Jared. Like, can you imagine that guy? He's so incompetent. And I was watching somebody, I think his name is Robert Closmore. I don't watch a lot of his videos. He's an astrologer. He's saying he also said like, well, his chart indicates that he's someone who can be taken advantage of. Isn't that interesting? The whole thing. I remember seeing that. It was very interesting. Like he think, you know, pattern of somebody who's like you know, people can fool him. He thinks he's very smart. Oh my god, guys. So we'll see, okay? Yeah, oh my god. Crazy. Yeah, so mercenaries, crazy, these people. But I feel like, you know, it's like I showed you the thing about Danielle Agnew. Like, she's very positive. I feel like she's even more, she's able to like, you know, see other a bit higher or something. But I feel like the whole thing of like this, you know, oh my god, it's crazy. You know, the people saying, she said basically we needed, a lot of people say that this needed to happen in order for us to look at the dirt that's underneath, exposing. Okay, so it's just like, oh my god, oh my god, Jesus Christ, oh my god. Just, yeah, so it's like I feel like we had to look, this had to come out in order to like, for humanity to grow or whatever. But hopefully, you know, soon. Can you imagine, guys, if this happens? It'll be amazing. 2 minutes, 1 minute. So, oh my god. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go back. Okay, get started to leave because I don't want to. You know, we're gonna get cut off. Okay. It's I think Cosmar. There was a recent reading of his on the YouTube about Jared Kushner. Thank you, guys. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Cosmar, exactly. So yeah, but we'll see it. I feel like, oh my god, now I gave you guys so much hope. I hope it happens. But it was very nice. It was very genuine, the reading, right? It was great. So we'll see. Okay. All right, guys. So have a good night. Okay. And we'll talk Tuesday. You know, it's funny. I realized I didn't post the schedule, but it's the same as last week.